ó ti jọmọ sínú pólíbàgì ó ti wà níbẹ̀ tó gbé nǹkan ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ tá a dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ pé ọmọ àlè dẹ̀ ní Liam.
Under 1 minute.
Mohbad.
Hold on 1 minute. Oh, Jesus. Please hold on. I want to share something else.
Parọ́ náà ní mímọ̀ nǹkan tí bàbá fẹ́ gbà nínú rọ́ nítorí ogún ni ẹ mú bàbá yẹn ẹ máa fi bàbá yẹn wé ni ẹ máa fi bàbá oníbàbá wọ́ ni ẹ máa fi bàbá oníbàbá ṣe ni kí ló ṣe fún yín ó lóun fẹ́ mú nǹkan tó méjì ló béèrè kò lóun ò gbọ́ ọmọ tó bá jọmọ mọ̀ ẹ ṣe DNA ni tó bá ṣe tó bá jọmọ ní owó àgbọmọ lórí òun ìfọ ni ó di méjì tínú bí ni nàá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá tó bá jọmọ òun àgbà nǹkan tó béèrè òun dẹ̀ fẹ́ mọ ẹni tó pa ọmọ òun torí kú tọmọ òun kú kò ń ṣe kú lásán ṣó ti nǹkan tó béèrè ti pọ̀ jù ta ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ọ̀tá ẹ̀ tí ò ní béèrè nǹkan méjèèjì yẹn bàbá ṣẹ̀yìn ọjọ́ bá ti lọ ẹ̀ ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bú bàbá oníbàbà nítorí kí ni Wùnmí tó yẹ kẹ́ fèsì kẹ́ bá sòótọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ ìtorí kírú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn má ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ́wọ́n ọmọ tí yín náà lọ́jọ́ ọ̀la ẹ̀ bá sọ instead of that ẹ fọwọ́ pa lórí ni gbogbo yín lẹ máa rí ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run gbogbo yín pátápátá lẹ máa rí ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run torí ẹ gbàdúrà nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí bàbá yẹn kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí yín lẹ ṣe sọ́pọ́tì Wùnmí ẹ̀ dẹ̀ rí wọ́n kà ẹ̀yìn ìka òde jẹ́ ṣé tiẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ Ìyábọ̀ olè ló ń pààyàn alára gígan bíi búrẹ́dì àgègè tó ti gbẹ ó gbó sí gbogbo bọ́dì olórí burúkú ìdí nǹkan burúkú ò ṣe lẹ́yìn òun ìdí nǹkan burúkú kò ní ṣe lẹ́yìn ẹ̀ á ti máa gbáwájú á ti máa gbẹ̀yìn ó ṣàn wá nǹkan tó máa fi lé ní Naira Marley ó ti sáré lọ ká tó ṣẹ́jú báwo lọ̀rọ̀ DJ Splash ló ṣe wọnú ọ̀rọ̀ justice for Mohbad suddenly akọ̀rí pọ́ tún ti sáré lọ gbọ́mọ yẹn ó ti interview ẹ̀ kọ́ lè sọ pé Naira Marley máa ń ba yé àwọn ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ ó máa ń bà torí owó tó wà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ bí a lè fìbínú tó bá nílì yẹn dáadáa a lè fìbínú kó gbogbo owó Mohbad sílẹ̀ fún wọn bí àtọ̀wọ̀n bá fún tó bá gbẹ ọ̀dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òkú ọ̀run gan sùn ìyẹn tátọ́ pẹ̀lú wọn ni òun ló ń bi nínú olórí burúkú kò ṣáà wá ní ẹ̀ kò ní rí owó kò ní lè méèkì owó kankan mọ́ òun bá yé ọmọ ọlọ́mọ jẹ́ òdẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ ká yé ọmọ tiẹ̀ dá who does that ṣọlọ́run sùn ni ọlọ́run ò sùn oníkálukú ló máa kẹsàn iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ ẹ̀ka irun tí èèyàn bá gbìn òun ló máa ká ó lè gba àlùbọ́sà sìn kó ló fẹ́ ká gbàdo kò pọ́síbù ihun tó bá ti gbìn òun náà ni kò máa retí pé ó máa ká kí ló dé ẹ̀yin ọ̀bàyé jẹ́ ẹ ti ẹ̀ pọ̀ nílé ayé yìí ẹ máa ṣẹ̀sín ni àṣírí yín ò ní bò ẹ máa ṣẹ̀sín ni ọmọ ẹ náà ni òun nìyẹn ó dìsọ́wọ́ ó dìsẹ̀sẹ̀ wàdúró èpè wọ́n ló lọ fọwọ́ fà á fọ́wọn ọmọ ẹ̀ náà nítorí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ọtí ní orí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ìyá bá ṣẹ̀ láti ìrànjú rẹ̀ náà ló máa ti torí ọmọ tó ti bí bó ṣe ń gbègbè sórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ń sìn àwọn iṣẹ́ ìbàjẹ́ tó ń ṣe lórí pò ti padà sórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ ìwọ náà lè sọ pé inú ẹ̀ ń dùn náà o lè ní gbogbo nǹkan tó ń rí gbogbo èpè tó ń gbà lọ́tún lósì yẹn inú ẹ̀ ń dùn Ìyábọ̀ tó bá jókòó tó bá kù wọ nìkan tó bá rí ibi tó ti ń gbé ẹ ṣépè tọmọtọmọ ó máa máa sunkún ni tó bá bọ́ síta wàá kàn máa rẹ́rìn wàá ṣe bí ẹni tí inú ẹ̀ dùn. Inú ò dùn. Iyabo, inú ẹ̀ ò dùn. Kò sí nǹkan kan tó jọ pé inú ẹ̀ ń dùn. Wọ́n gangan ni inú ẹ̀ ń bàjẹ́ jù. Èyí tó dẹ̀ yẹ kó wá bó ṣe máa ṣàtúnṣe lọ́tún ló sì pé look here, èyí tí mo forí gba èpè tó Wùnmí bọ́ síta kó lọ jẹ́wọ́ ara ẹ̀. Èyí tí mo ṣe ó ti tó. Wo ọmọ mi ló dìsọ́wọ́ ló dìsọ́kú sẹ́sẹ̀ yẹn. Má jẹ́ kí nǹkan ti burúkú ṣẹlẹ̀ mí níbi tí fẹ́ sáré dé but ìka yẹn ó ti wà nínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ yín. Ìka yín dẹ̀ máa kà ẹ́ ni tó bá ti lè ṣòdodo gbogbo ẹ̀dá tó bá ti lè ṣòdodo ní ayé yìí. Ọ̀tún ńlá tó bá lọ sókè ilẹ̀ ló ń bọ̀. Ẹni tó bá nawọ́ ọ̀ka kan sọmọlàkejì ẹ̀ mẹ́sàn-án tó kù kó máa jẹ́ títí ẹ̀. Ìyábọ̀, kò sí ibi tí ẹ̀sùn ò ti ní ké. Gbogbo wa la máa kẹsàn-án ṣe ọwọ́ wa ká tó lọ. Bọ̀tọ̀ wọn mú ẹ tó jẹ́ kó máa tún forí gbé. Tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ìgbésí ayé wọn. Àwọn yẹn gangan ló yẹ kó ṣàánú. Tó bá jẹ́ pé o fẹ́ ṣe nìsín ló yẹ kó ti rìn kẹ́yìn. Ìsìn gangan ló ti yẹ kó ti sùn, kó ti pàrònú rẹ, kó ti yẹ̀wò, kó ti padà pé àwọn ọ̀wà tí mò ń wù yìí, àwọn iṣẹ́ ibi tí mò ń wù yìí, àwọn ọmọ yìí ò máa gbọ́dọ̀ máa jèrè ẹ̀ báyìí. Ẹ̀ ń torí ọjọ́ alẹ́ yìí kó tètè ṣàtúnṣe, kó tètè ṣàtúnṣe, kéèyàn ṣàtúnṣe nǹkan kó má bàjẹ́ kó lè nísinmi lọ́jọ́ alẹ́ ó dáa ju pé kó máa fílẹ̀ kó máa bàjẹ́ lọ. Ìtorí ẹkún ọjọ́ ọ̀la ni kò ń ṣe nísìnyí ọjọ́ ọ̀la gidi ni tó jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n máa padà nígbà tí ọ bá ṣe lè tọ́ bá ṣe lè á ní ẹ̀yin gangan lẹ bá yí ọ̀wọ́n jẹ́ wọ́n yìí máa fèsì ẹ tó bá yà. Ìyábọ̀, àwọn ọmọ ẹ yìí máa fèsì ẹ tó bá yá. Jẹ́ kí nǹkan kan bí ó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan kí ní yóò work. Wàá gbọ́ wọn sọ pé àwọn ò tiẹ̀ mọ àwọn ò mọ bó ṣe rí báyìí, àwọn ò mọ bó ṣe rí báyìí síù ló ń bá yí ọ̀wọ́n jẹ́. Àwọn ọmọ ẹ yìí máa fọ́kùn ẹ lójú. Tó bá wá mọ̀ wọn ara ẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó pẹ́ dìgbà táwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ máa fojú ẹ̀ ráre tó jẹ́ pé nígbà tẹ̀sán bá ń ké lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ wọ́n máa wá kọjú ìjà sí ẹ nígbà tó yẹ kó máa rẹ́rìn kó máa dùn ún. Ìgbà yẹn lọ́ máa sọ pé I can't go to mom o. Owó bá ìyá yẹn o, ìyá tó jẹ́ pé òun ló ba yé àwọn jẹ́ débi tó wà yìí, ìyá tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ń ṣépè fún ni kiri yìí ni, ìyá tó jẹ́ pé ó ń dójú tọ̀ wọ́n kiri yìí ni. Ìyábọ̀ ibi tí yóò sọ̀rọ̀ dé gan ó ti yí ẹ.
Ẹ ṣé mà. Mọ́mí àwa ẹ ṣé mà. Thank you very much ma. Ẹ ṣé gan ma. God bless you ma. Ẹ ṣé gan ma. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́ mà. Ẹ ṣé mà. Agbára Ọlọ́run. Ní orí wàhálà lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ṣé mà. Daddy Vengeance, good afternoon sir. Daddy Prince, Daddy Ishaq, my daddy, welcome. Mọ́mí Júmi ọmọ Èkó, ẹ ṣé gan sir. Daddy Prince ẹ jọ̀ọ́, bẹ́ẹ̀ kí Daddy Ishaq sáré give submission. Daddy Ishaq, good evening sir. My daddy Ishaq, I'm busy, okay sir. Daddy Prince, okay, Daddy Vengeance, my general sir. Daddy Vengeance. Hello? Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Okay, no problem. Daddy Vengeance. Daddy Vengeance. Daddy, okay, thank you, Mommy Yeti.
Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeah, thank you all for all you do for justice, and thank you for standing strong. God bless you all. God bless you all, and God bless you all. The justice of Mohbad is a very simple case, and it has been complicated by various people of vested interests. Wunmi Adebanjo by Mohbad because of Liam paternity, However, out of her greediness, because of her unsatisfactory nature for wealth she never worked for, she didn't stop there. She took a step further to inherit all Mohbad's wealth. One thing is to kill a man. Another thing is to inherit all he has worked for throughout his existence. It is that greediness that has marked Wunmi's doom, as we are all witnessing. Do you all know that if Mrs. Adebanjo actually buy Mohbad the way she did, and she decided to walk away from his properties, you and I might not be here today. If she buy Mohbad the way she did, and she decided to just overlook everything that young man has labored for, you and I might not be here today. In fact, the truth might not be known to millions all over the world like it is known today. People would have been celebrating the killer as a widow. They would have celebrated the instigator, the culprit, as a victim. People would have thought, what a young woman. The nature was so callous to her. Nature was unfair to her. Hey, let us rally around her. This is Mohbad's widow. Let us give her all the support. The whole world would have actually sympathized and be empathetic towards Mrs. Adebanjo. But because she's greedy, she's wicked, she's materialistic, she's demonic, she's satanic, that is why her real identity has now been shown to the world as not a widow, but a killer, like the whole world now know today. When Mohbad died, Mrs. Adebanjo could have said it was the nurse that injected him after he fought at the show and he died in the process. The whole world would have accepted it. There wouldn't be any reason for exhumation. There wouldn't be any reason for investigation. There wouldn't be any reason for protest. People would have thought, okay, the nurse came to treat him because of the injury and he died in the process. In fact, people will not even ask for the injections or the names of the medications administered to him that cost his life. It is Nigeria. We are very emotional. We would have accepted it. She had lost a husband. Leave her alone. What she needs is the support. What she needs is our prayers. Don't castigate her. Don't ask her any question. The nature has actually dealt a big blow on her. We would have come from that angle. And Mrs. Adebanjo would have been a celebrated widow, like she intended to be. But because she's greedy, because she wants to take that boy's properties and money, because she's callous, she does not want to, because she wanted to reap where she did not sow. She wanted to make profit from where she had never invested. That was what brought this doom upon Wunmi, Cynthia Adebanjo. There was nothing that warranted talking about air infection. Nothing warranted talking about the loss of music. Nothing warranted talking about you have killed him, come and take your trophy. Nothing warranted. It was one Bemakaje that they used to stab him. Nothing warranted. They gave him water at the NAFDAC. Nothing warranted all that. It would have been, he was injected and he died after the injection. In fact, don't let me deceive you. Nigerians might not even probe further to ask for the profession, the negligible of the nurse involved. People will not ask, was she qualified? Was she not qualified? People would have seen it as a medical mishap that could have happened at any time, just like the way it happened in the hospital. In fact, the issue of did he die in the house, did he die on the road, did he die in the hospital, did he die on the motorcycle, did he die on the bicycle, did he die in the car, wouldn't have actually come up. But it is because in our own place they used to say something. A dog that the gods want to kill, that gods will make that dog run mad first. It was because God has destined Wunmi Adebanjo for destruction. That was why Satan hacking her heart and made her to go for more, even when it was obvious in her mind that she was the killer of Mohbad. It was that confidence. She became cocky. She became arrogant. She became Lord unto herself. She didn't care. She thought because of our daddy Liam, the real father of Liam, our Baba Liam, she thought she had everything in her control. Somebody said, even at the burial site of Mohbad, she was cocky and she was telling them that whosoever has two heads should come and ask her what led to the death of Mohbad. That was how cocky, how confident she was after killing Mohbad in his house. And people said she even went to do pedicure on that day that Mohbad was killed. That to show you that Wunmi was unrepentant killer. And not only that, she was gunning for everything Mohbad ever stood for. The modernization, the estate, the acres of land, the money in the modernization account, the royalties, the house and everything. She wanted to have it all. She did not want to spare anything for anybody. She wanted to be in control of everything. She wanted to become a queen overnight. She wanted to become a royalty. She wanted all the ladies to see him as a force in Nigeria and beyond. But she never knew God had a different plan for her. I was discussing with somebody a few hours ago, and she makes mention of he expatiates on why Iyabo made an allegation against Iyabo. Let me tell you, there are two offenses that Iyabo committed. He committed two crimes. Number one, Iyabo was recorded when Iyabo confirmed that Wunmi has confessed to him about who the real father of Liam is. Iyabo was not the one that recorded that phone call. Somebody else recorded it. But it was a three-way call between Wunmi, Ayat, and Iyabo. And in that audio, it was echoed clearly that Wunmi confessed to Iyabo who the father of Liam is. Underline. That actually can be interpreted to the fact that Mohbad was never the father of Liam. And that was a long time ago, even before the recent confessions came out that further corroborates that fact, that Liam did not have the blood of Mohbad, no matter how small, even if it is 0.0001 mil in his veins. No blood of Mohbad flows through his vein. Liam did not have it. So when that thing leaked out, you and I will recall, that was when Abuebe started having issues concerning land with Lagos State government, perhaps with federal government in Lagos State. Because that audio was the first eye-opener concerning the real father of Liam, telling us that Liam is not a descendant of Mohbad. And it pained them. However, they attack Abuebe through the legal tussle concerning lands and all that in order to silence him, telling him not to go further in divulging the secret about the real father of Liam, who Wunmi Adebanjo confessed to Abuebe during that phone call. Secondly, I got to know that there has been strong battle concerning Mohbad's house. Wunmi Adebanjo and Iyabo, they have been involved in a long battle concerning selling of that house. They wanted to sell it at all costs. Don't forget, Mohbad made a video where he was talking to Bella Shmurda. And in that video, Bella Shmurda was referring to Mohbad as the young latest landlord. Mohbad was working majestically. Mohbad was working successfully as the landlord in Lekki, and Bella Shmurda was celebrating with him. That confirmed the fact that that house that Mohbad was staying was bought by Mohbad and not rented, as Wunmi Adebanjo and Iyabo wanted us to believe. Don't forget that shortly after that video came to the social media, Iyabo came out. Iyabo was saying, no, Mohbad did not buy that house. Mohbad rented the house. It was a brother of my friend that even rented it out to Mohbad. No, he did not buy the house. He rented it. I got to know that this was the moment when these unscrupulous bloodsuckers, killers, they were on Abuebe's neck to release the documents of the house to them in order to sell it. That was why they moved all the properties from that house, claiming that they could not be able to pay for the rent or to pay the mortgage of the house. That was why they now said, no. They could not pay. So that's why they were backing out, because they didn't have money to pay. It was a lie. They wanted to sell that house because they knew that that was the crime scene. And they were aware that the longer they leave that house empty, the more the possibility of having a revisit of investigation to that same house. And they don't want that same house to be accessible to anyone that may have the necessary equipment and the technique to do investigation in that house. So they were in a hurry to sell it and collect the money and share it between themselves, just like the way they share GoFundMe that was raised for Liam. About 200 million. However, according to the source, they said Abuebe refused to play their game. He refused to dance to their tune. He refused to give them the house document. And that has actually made that house to remain the way it is today, just like the way it was when they evicted the house. That house, Mohbad house, is still unsold till today because Wunmi Adebanjo and Iyabo did not have access to the document to dispose the house and sell it in order to share the money. These are the two crimes. These are the two crimes that Abuebe committed. And that was why Iyabo made that allegation against Abuebe. I've mentioned it before. Iyabo is a blackmailer. That's what she does under the gist lover. She blackmails people and she collects money in Bitcoin. That's what they do, so that the money will not be traceable. She is a very serious fraudster, blackmailer, and that's what she does for a living. She has nothing that gives you money except doing that and supplying these useless politicians with ladies that have got no future and distorted past. That's what Iyabo does for a living. So it is the battle to sell Mohbad house that has caused serious rift between Abuebel and Iyabo and Wunmi, and that is why up to today they are unable to sell Mohbad house because they don't have the right document to do so, and Abuebel is not ready to shift the ground for them to do so, because Abuebel knows that it is only a matter of time before touch is applied to the issue of Mohbad properties. And I love something that VDM said. VDM said, all of you that you have collected money from immunization, what did he say? He said, you people should be keeping it. And that is the truth. Every penny you guys have made for immunization, Darosha, DJ Bami, Wunmi Sitadebanjo, Iyabo, all of you will be held accountable for every penny and kobo. You cannot escape it. Every penny that you have made for immunization since Mohbad's death, since Wunmi Sitadebanjo killed Mohbad, you are going to account for it. Every penny will be recovered. Every penny will be recovered. Yes. Adìẹ Ranani kì í ṣe ohun àjẹgbé. You guys cannot escape it. Everything will be recovered. The same way we are doing justice for who killed Mohbad, that's the same way we are going to do justice for Mohbad properties and earnings after we sort out the issue of who killed him. Yeah, the same tenacity, the same energy. That's why I always tell people that it's going to be a long battle. Adìẹ ti balẹ̀ òkun, ara ọ̀rọ̀ òkun, ara ọ̀rọ̀ adìẹ ni. Ẹni gbégi léra, ẹni tó gbégi léra, okùnbi tó máa gbèdé. Ẹni tó gbé kàkàkí ọba, okùnbi tó ti máa fọ́n ni. Ẹni tó kó ìjà lọ sínú pátá, okùnbi tó máa rìn dé pẹ̀lú ìjà lọ nínú pátá ẹ̀ títí òní ta. Ẹni tó pa Mohbad, ó máa jẹ ìyà láyé, á tún jẹ ìyà lọ́run. Kò sí ìsinmi fún gbogbo yín. Everything about Mohbad will be accounted for, including his life and his properties. Anybody that spend one kobo, you will pay for it dearly. That's not taking, that person will pay with his life or her life. Mohbad properties will be accounted for in whatever ramifications. So you guys are borrowing it. Darosha, I hope you can hear me. You guys are borrowing Mohbad's money. You are going to pay it back dearly. That is sacrosanct. You cannot cheat Mohbad's spirit. Those that are not entitled to his properties will never have his properties for free. Everything will be torchlighted. Everything will be checked. Everything will be appropriated. Everything will be juxtaposed. Everything will be scrutinized. Everything about Mohbad will be dealt with accordingly. We are going to cross the T and we are going to cross all the highs in every case concerning this Mohbad. The property is as important as the killer case. And we are going to approach it with necessary vigor and energy. So no rest for the killer of Mohbad. Because even his properties, you will not get it. Even his money, you will refund it to the last kobo. So there's no rest for you. Everything you are planning in the beginning has become exercise in futility. Firstly, a bastard will not be allowed to inherit Mohbad's property. Secondly, the killer of Mohbad will not be allowed to live a peaceful life. That is it. God bless you, General Blood of Jesus. God bless you, all the panelists. God bless you, those on the comment section.
Mute Mikey now. Mute. Host.
Okay. Okay. Báyìí ńkọ́, General Avengers, ṣé ń gbọ́ mi báyìí?
We can hear you now.
Okay, thank you, sir. God bless you, General Avengers. Thank you very much, sir, for your good submission. God bless you. God bless your family. Thank you, sir. You are welcome, sir. Daddy Avengers and Daddy Shark, please, can you give us your submission? Daddy Shark, good evening, sir.
To be very brief. Good afternoon, good evening. We thank God for His guidance and protection, and for the opportunity to be part of this history. Because what has happened on this Justice for Mohbad is now history. And we pray that God will use us to also be on the good side of history for tomorrow. When we started, we were just following this series of events, and with the God guidance, all of us became a family fighting a common cause. To some who, for material gain, selfish interest, or monetary